G'day legends of the JURG. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? G'day legends of the JURG's Cup. Chewy back. And today I got the merch in the mail. Absolutely love it. I got the red t-shirt so it stands out a bit. Got the beanie because I live in Tasmania and it's cold. And yeah, I'll be putting a jumper on very shortly. It's only about, I don't know, 8 degrees or 7 degrees at the moment. Still not too bad. Stay tuned, stay to the end. And if you've got any questions, let me know. I'd love to answer your questions in the comment section. Alright, pretty simple. All I'm going to do straight away is get rid of some of these clamps here and check out the hard work, which was not very hard. The old cheapo Bunnings clamps are going alright. And as I said to you last time, I left plenty of room to thickness this down. I wasn't worried about marking up the timber with the clamps or anything like that. If I was doing it on a... What a couple of dumb shits. If I were doing it to a piece of timber that was at the right thickness, I would have definitely put some wood down on top, because the clamps can leave a bit of a mark on the timber. And the last thing we want to do is more sanding, because sanding sucks. But it's all part of the process. It can be a bit cathartic at times. Oh, we're a bit sticky. It's a bit unnerving, isn't it? I'll try something subtle. I'll try a subtle approach. Like a charm. In this episode I'm also going to make a start on a neck. And I've got a couple of designs that I've designed myself. There's this one, or this one. And I'm still considering which one to use. I'm probably going to go with this one because of my lack of timber. I've got a few bits of celery top pine here, quarter sawn. And when I lay that out, it's not quite wide enough for the size of the neck. What I'm going to do is trace around it with a pencil, cut that bit of timber off now, and then use that to glue here and here, and for this tiny little bit here I'll use that piece there. I hope that'll fit on the camera. I think it's just going to work. Just. Here's a reenactment because I forgot to hit record. Oh, look how easy that cut. What a champion. Sometimes you're a d***head. It looks a little bit like a Frankenstein, but I really don't care. That's my neck shape. That's what I'm going to glue together. I'm going to ride on your coattails just a little bit, Paul, like Paul says. If it doesn't work exactly the same, who gives a shit? It's a custom guitar, it's a bespoke guitar, it's a one-off. No one's going to care. No one will even know. I'm not trying to make a copy of anything. So if it's a little bit out, doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to glue this together. Cheers. Now I can hear a lot of you screaming at me that I did it a really shit way. And yes, I know I did. However, it's still very much over thick. I've got to take at least 6 mil off the thickness of that. Therefore, whatever height discrepancies I might have had in the neck is going to be, leveled out once I finally get it to the right thickness. Once again, wouldn't be able to do it without the big tools at the men's shed. And I'll give you a little bit of an update about the men's shed when I get up there, next time I get up there, which will be when I thickness the the back of the body of this guitar and the neck. A little bit about me. The reason I'm wearing these clothes is I'm a school teacher, which is why I can't say and on my channel. Here's the glued up neck. I'm just going to get the clamps off. It's been sitting there for a few days. And tomorrow afternoon I get to go up to the men's shed and do a bit more work on this build, get some timber thickness and get it all ready for shaping. Alright, there is my Neckosaurus Rex. That looks shit, doesn't it? But that's okay, it'll work out. Don't need that, don't need that. Alright, up to the men's shed, I'll see you up there. Oh, by the way, I just want to say a special thank you to Cory and to Mick and to Paul for all your work in the JURG's Cup, bringing all of us less than professional builders together. And I've already learnt a thing or two from several different people involved in the JURG's Cup, and I'm really excited to share my progress. The other thing is I'm going to raffle off this guitar and donate all of the profit to the charity of the JURG's Cup. I think it's the right thing to do. See you up the men's shed. G'day, this is my mate Merv. He's my first mate I ever made in Scottsdale. He's going to tell you a little bit about the men's shed.
Okay, welcome to the Scottsdale men's shed. We're situated, of course, in Scottsdale, Tasmania. And we have about 30 members, and we regularly get 7 or 8 fellas here every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Scottsdale Men's Shed was started in 2002, and so we're not far off our 25 years. The Men's Shed runs fairly freely in that we have members doing all sorts of things, some for the public and some for themselves. Got a great range of gear. The men's shed runs very smoothly. We do have some great days here, sort of where we sit down and talk. And I always say that the best day at the men's shed is when we sit down at 10:30 in the morning. We're still there at lunchtime because we talk around the table and we talk about all sorts of things. Religion, politics, sex, whatever comes up. It's a great day. I invite anyone to come to the men's shed, or if you've got a men's shed in your area, you should go to it and have a look, even if you only go there for a cup of coffee. We do have a lot come in for cups of coffee. Do a lot of woodwork. We've also got a steel shed where we make some steel things. We split a lot of sticks that we sell to the public, and we give the donation to the hospital auxiliary. That we've done that for 7 years now, and we get around about $1,300 to $1,400 every year to the hospital auxiliary, and that's great. Yeah, we were actually the second men's shed in Tasmania and the 149th one in Australia, and now going from the second one, there's over 70 in Tasmania and 1,400 in Australia wide, and it's gone globally to New Zealand, it's gone to England, Scotland, Holland, America. Goodness only knows how many there is around, but it's just spread far and wide, and just the ethics of men getting together, and men speak better when they're working shoulder to shoulder than they do face to face. But no, great opportunity.
That's a great quote.
Yeah.
And I'm bloody proud to be a part of this, mate. Thank you so much for all of your kindness towards people like myself who are very new to the community. And that was the last thing I wanted to ask you about was, if someone's new to a community, what's the best way they can get involved in that community, and not just the men's shed, but actually being accepted and being valued member of the community that they're in?
To come into a new community, the best way is to join a service club or join a club, a social club. It's great. You've got Lions, Rotary, men's sheds, Probus, the RSL, learn to play bowls if you don't already know how to play bowls. Well, join the bowls club. It's very social, and everyone is just there to welcome you.
Here I am up at the men's shed, and I've got a couple actually, a couple of neck blanks to thickness out, and how privileged am I to be able to do this? I know that's pretty riveting stuff, but I'm going to turn the cameras off and I'll see you later on.
Yeah, bye.